listen.
If you want cheap and reliable FIFA 14 Ultimate Team coins for all platforms, check out MMOJ, link will be in the description. Also in the description is a video proving they are legit.
Hey guys, it's Melvin7 here, and today I'm bringing you a different video. I'm going to be bringing you Manchester United's potential signings. Now, I'm going to have 18 of the signings that we are being closely linked to. I mean, there is many, so I've tried to pick like the top 18, and there is a hell of a lot of Bundesliga players from Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund, as you would expect, since we're being linked to so many. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you the top 7 that I think we have the best chance of getting. My opinion, so you probably will disagree. Well, you might disagree, you might not. It doesn't really matter, it's my opinion. But these are the ones that we've been strongly linked with. So yeah, I'm going to start it off. Now, the bench players are the ones I think are least likeliest to come into our club, but I'm going to do them nonetheless. So yeah, the first one is Ross Barkley. No, it's not. Fucking Coleman. Idiot. It is Ross Barkley. Now, apparently, I think this is bullshit, but apparently we put a 50 million bid in and it got rejected when Moyes was manager. Horseshit in my opinion, and I wouldn't pay 50 million. No disrespect to Everton fans, but he's a bit unproved. One decent season doesn't merit 50 million in my opinion, and apparently Martinez won 70, so I doubt he's going anywhere. And I think if he did go somewhere like Chelsea or Liverpool would be a more probable destination than us. But yeah, I've put him in there obviously to fill in the bench. Next one is one of the many Bayern Munich players we are linked to, and that is going to be Javier Martinez. Now, we have been distinctly linked to him in recent days, but it hasn't been heavily linked, and since we're going for so many Bayern Munich players, I mean there's a big chance that we're going to sign at least 2. But I don't think he's going to be one of them. I think he'll stay at Bayern Munich. But you know, we've been linked, so I've put him on the bench. Next one is a La Liga player, and that is from Barcelona. I think there's 2 that are potentially linked, and that is Cesc Fabregas. Obviously, we had horrendous bids for him last season when Moyes had just came into the job, and he was bidding 30, 40, I think 45 was the latest bid, and it all got rejected. We just seemed so desperate, and yeah, it just didn't work. But apparently he's, you know, unsettled at Barcelona, so apparently we're trying to re-spark the interest. Don't know how true that is, because obviously Van Gaal is set to become Manchester United's new manager. By the time this video is out, he might already be, since it is the 8th, I think. 8th. It's the 10th today, the 10th of May when I'm recording this, so he might be the manager, but I don't think we're going to get him, hence why I've put him on the bench. But we are strongly linked again. Now, another player is going to be another fucking Bayern Munich player. There is honestly so many of them. So many of them. And this one is Shaqiri. Now, apparently he's unsettled. Many players are reportedly unsettled at Bayern Munich because of Pep Guardiola and the way he plays, and because they've got so many midfielders, they can't fit them in all into the squad, so they aren't getting the required play time that they think they deserve. This is especially one, but I don't think we'll get him. I'm not sure what club would, because I doubt he's going to be at Bayern Munich. He may, I'm not sure, but I think he's a bit unsettled, and I think someone will sign him, but I don't think it's going to be us. Another one that we have been linked with, but it's kind of died down a bit, and Chelsea are the favourites now. And why the hell did I go the long way, for God's sake? Sorry about this. It is a Juventus player, and it is going to be it's not Pirlo, for God's sake. It is Arturo Vidal. Now, as I say, I think Chelsea or PSG are favourites to sign this guy, regardless of Juventus saying they're not selling anyone. They'll end up selling at least one player, in my opinion, and it's probably more likely going to be Vidal than Pogba. And, you know, there's reported 50 million bids and stuff, but I think we're going to be focusing more on the Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund players. They're going to be easier to acquire, so I don't think we'll get him, but again, we've been linked. Now, the next player is Borussia Dortmund player, I believe. Yes, it is, sorry. It is Mats Hummels. Now, recently there hasn't been too many rumours, but throughout the last 2-3 months, been big rumours that we're going to sign him. Again, I don't think it's probable. I think there's a couple of other centre-backs that were more probable to get. Since we're going for a couple of Borussia Dortmund players. I don't think this is one we will sign, but it's certainly a possibility. And you know, I don't think there's too many other clubs that want him. I think Barcelona want him, which is a bit unfortunate because I don't like Barcelona, and they'll obviously pay what we will pay. So he may move, he may stay. We'll have to wait and see. Next player is going to be someone who's in the Barclays Premier League. It is going to be a Southampton player. Find them, and that is going to be Adam Lallana. Now, I don't think we're going to get him again. 8.5 million, I think, is not 8.5 million. What the hell am I going on about? I mean, Liverpool are favourites, and apparently there was some confusion or something that he tweeted out, something, this is Anfield, or I don't know the full story, but basically I think he's a Liverpool player now. Well, he will be after tomorrow because that's the final game of the season. During the transfer market, apparently they want to snap him up before the World Cup, so you know, we have been linked with him, but I think he's Liverpool's player in my opinion. Great young talent though. And now I'm going to put someone that we aren't linked to of my knowledge, but someone we should be linked to if I'm honest, and that is going to be... Alright, goalkeeper. I was going to say, I definitely have him in my club. What the fuck? Oh, shit. My bad. It is Stephen Corker. Now, this guy's been incredible for Cardiff, and now they are relegated. There is absolutely no hope in hell that they are going to keep them, but the only club going for him is Spurs. I don't think they deserve him. They sold him to Cardiff, and now they want him back. I don't see why we aren't going for him. He's a really, really solid, upcoming English centre-back that is only 20 or 21. I would really stick a bid in because you get him for cheap, like 8 million probably max, because they're in the Championship now. That is my dark horse that I would love us to sign, but we aren't linked to as of yet. Right. This player is only in the starting lineup because he's a right back. I still don't believe we are actually going to sign him, and I'll tell you why. But that is Seamus Coleman. Now, he's probably the most likely Everton player we would get, but I don't think we're getting any of Everton players. Roberto Martinez seems to, you know, want to keep all his players, which is fair enough, and no matter what clubs are offering, he's not accepting. Obviously, he didn't accept that Baines thing when Moyes was going mad for Baines, but we're linked to Coleman, and I think he's more probable to join than Leighton Baines or Ross Barkley, but I still don't think we're going to get him, and to be honest, I don't think we need him because we've got Raphael, and Phil Jones on his day is actually pretty good as right back, and Valencia as well as a right back, even though I think Valencia is going to get sold, is better than he is as a right mid, so I don't think we're going to need him. But yeah, next is, I'm trying to look at my list. It is, gotta have so many players in my club. It is Mangala. Now, the only real rivals for this player are Manchester City, and apparently they were supposed to get him at the end of January, but the plane was cancelled because of bad weather, so he didn't arrive with Fernando, I think, from Porto. But we really need to hijack this bid. There is really not that many centre-backs that we can get, and we desperately need them, and this one would be solid. I would pay 30 million for him, and I think that's his valuation. Definitely, hands down, we need some centre-backs, and he's one that I think we have a big chance of getting. I'll not tell you if he's in my top 7 though, I'll do that at the end. The next one is Rami. Now, we've recently been linked to him, and I don't think many clubs are actually going for him, and he's another one that I would really like to see, since not many clubs are going for him. He's a bit cheaper because AC Milan haven't been doing that well, and you know, he's probably more likely to get bought because so fewer clubs want him. And yeah, he's very, very solid. I mean, he doesn't look anything special on FIFA because of that pace, but when he was playing for, was it Valencia, or it was someone in La Liga, Malaga or something, I've completely forgot. He was absolutely fantastic, and he's kind of tailed away in AC Milan, but that is a centre-back that I would love us to sign. Left-back is not gold. Well, he is. His team of the season is, I think, but it is Luke Shaw. And yeah, I think it is very probable that we're going to get this guy in recent weeks. Like, Chelsea had always been the favourites, and then in recent weeks, when Moyes got sacked and Van Gaal was reported to become our manager, Luke Shaw was now favourites to join us, and I think this is a big, I think we are favourites, and I generally believe we will sign Luke Shaw this summer. He's definitely in my 7. I mean, how much is it? 38 million or something? He's 18, so if you work that out, you've got 10, 15 good seasons. So if you're paying, what, 3, 4 million a season for him, I think he really is a great English talent, and that is really important with FIFA's fair play rules. The money won't be an issue for us. 200 million, we make that in shirt sales, which is included in your club's profits. Therefore, we can spend it without getting fined. But you need a certain amount of English talent, hence why Luke Shaw would be brilliant, and so would Stephen Coker, because they're both English and they're homegrown, so you know it would help in the fair play rules. But yeah, I definitely think we will sign him. Next one is one we were linked to last year, I believe, and we have re-sparked our interest in it, and that is going to be, when I can find him, it's going to be Alexandra Song. For 8.5 million, we are battling Liverpool apparently. Now, I think Liverpool are going to focus on Lallana rather than Song, so I think we've got the upper hand. Song reportedly wants to leave, and Barca, you know, aren't bothered that they're going to lose half the money that they paid for him, because they paid 16 million from Arsenal. And yeah, he would be a fantastic player. I mean, he's a DM, exactly what we need, because Carrick's getting older, Fletcher's getting older, and I know a lot of people don't like Fellaini. I do. I just think he's not getting the confidence that he needs, so maybe we do need a replacement, and this would be a perfect choice for that. Next player is going to be... it's a right mid, and it's not from Barcelona. For fuck's sake, man, sorry about this. It is going to be Thomas Muller. Now, this is a very probable one. Apparently, he's been told he only has to go to Bayern Munich and say he wants to leave, and then we can get him for 38 million. So I think he's definitely a very probable one. He's very unhappy that he didn't play in the semi-finals of the Champions League against Real Madrid when they were absolutely battered, thank God. Because I do like Real Madrid, and I think this season Bayern Munich have been really poor despite their good form. I think Guardiola has changed Bayern Munich into a worse team than what they were, and yeah, he's definitely one of Bayern Munich that I think we are probable to get. The next two are... yeah, no, actually I'll do the left mid, and you probably guessed who it is, but it is Marco Reus. Now, apparently we've put an official 35 million bid in. I don't think this is true though, because we don't actually have a proper manager. Obviously Giggs is interim, so this may be true, it may not. But, you know, I think Royce's buyout clause is 35 million, so a lot of clubs wanted him. I know Spurs did, but I'm sorry, there's no hope in hell of Spurs getting someone like Marco Reus, in my opinion. And obviously I think teams like Barcelona and a few other ones do want him, but he's one that we could definitely get. We could definitely nab. The thing is with Borussia Dortmund, if you didn't know, all their players are on really, really low wages compared to other footballers. Lewandowski, for example, when he was at Borussia Dortmund, 20k, and now he's finished his final match for Borussia Dortmund. He's now a Bayern Munich player, and he's getting 250,000 a week. That is an insane wage increase. Hence why I think a lot of Borussia Dortmund players are there to be sold to get money, so I think that will improve our chances of getting him. Next player, I think, yes, there we go, is Ilkay Gundogan, a player I really, really do want to see at Old Trafford. Even though he's been injured, I mean, last season is when he really, really was a fantastic player. He was Borussia Dortmund's best midfielder, because obviously the year before Shinji Kagawa had left, and Gundogan was fantastic, hence why he got his 84 rated card on FIFA. And then he got a back injury, is it, and he was out for most of the season, and he hasn't played in about 9 months, I think, but he's coming towards the end of that, and that was really unfortunate for him. In a way though, it's good for other teams that want to buy him, because it reduces his price. I mean, if he had another stunning season, he would have been 50, 60 million. Now I think he's only 20 to 30, and he's a player I really want at Old Trafford. Very young, and if we did manage to get the partnership of Reus and Gundogan, holy shit, that would be madness. They are both young, both exceptionally good, and both German. Another German here is going to be Toni Kroos. Now, he's probably the most probable out of the lot of them. Apparently on a radio station in Germany, someone today, I forgot who it was, but basically said that the signing is confirmed for 35 million to Manchester United. Obviously it's not confirmed yet because it hasn't been announced or anything. It's not the transfer window, so we do not know. but he's probably the most likely out of every single one. We've been linked to him for like 3 months. Apparently he was unhappy at Bayern Munich, and you know, 35, 38 million, something like that is what we would have to pay to get his services, and he is absolutely fantastic. The way he passes, he holds the midfield as well. He's a holding midfielder, which is something we need. He doesn't mind where he plays in midfield as long as he's playing, and he would be absolutely fantastic, and he's got a rifle of a shot. I'm sure Arsenal fans will remember that goal in the Champions League. That was absolutely fantastic against Arsenal. And now here is another player, and the only striker I think that we will realistically be able to get, and that is Edison Cavani. Now I would like him because, right, I think Rooney will probably leave. Reason being, Van Gaal probably won't use him, and he's not going to have a player that's on 300,000 a week sitting on the bench. So PSG reportedly do want Rooney, so that's the ideal opportunity to do a player swap for Edison Cavani. As much as I like Rooney, okay, I love the guy, okay, but it may be for the best. You never know, okay. This season, obviously, Moyes for, like, that was probably the best thing he did, keeping Rooney at the club, but even though Rooney's been absolutely exceptional, it frees the space for someone. And, you know, Edison Cavani would be perfect. I mean, he's been played as a right wing, and he doesn't like that position. And he scored 25 goals. For Napoli, he was insane, scored some ridiculous goals. Hence why he was bought for 50 million, was it? Or 60 million for PSG. Now, we would have to pay a minimum of 40 million. But it is great because Van Persie is getting on a bit. He's like 30. Rooney, if we do keep him, would be a solid striker to obviously keep. Welbeck and Hernandez, I don't think we're keeping either of them. So we do need a replacement striker, and Edison Cavani would be absolutely perfect. And we'd probably do better to snap him up before the World Cup, because I've got a feeling him and Suarez are going to rip shit up. They're both from South Africa, obviously Uruguay, South America, sorry, not South Africa. And yeah, they're from Uruguay, and Uruguay are going to do so well in the World Cup in my opinion. Italy or England will go out in the first round because it's South America, and Uruguay will go through in my opinion. And he's going to do really well, so his price may increase. But yeah, the top 7 that I think we are going to sign. So, from this lineup, I'm going to say Rami, Shaw, Song, Muller. Oh, fuck. that's more than 7 already. Shit. Oh god, this one's so difficult actually. Oh fuck. I'm okay, right, I'll do it again, right. Rami, Shaw, Song, Royce, Gundogan, Kroos and Cavani. They are the 7 I think we're most likely, and then I'll stick Muller in there as an 8th. The rest of them, we are linked, and I'll be happy with any of them, but I don't think we'll get. Right, this video is probably well over 10 minutes, and I put fucking hell, it's nearly 20 minutes. I apologise for that. I've rattled on about football and transfer stuff, so hopefully this improves what you think my knowledge of football is. If you did stick around this long, then thank you so much for that. I don't know how entertaining you did find it, but if you're a Manchester United fan, hopefully you found it informative. Let me know who you do think Manchester United will sign, if you think we'll sign anyone. I mean, you got to be in a bit of an idiot if you think we're going to sign absolutely no one, but obviously everyone's entitled to their opinion. So yeah, if you have enjoyed, then please do hit that like button. It really does help my channel. Subscribe for daily FIFA 14 content if you haven't already. Remember to check out MMOJ, link will be in the description. Cheap and reliable FIFA 14 Ultimate Team coins, and yeah, peace.